Hey, what's up guys? This is Secpeter and welcome to another video on my channel. And it's been a while since I created a video, and the reason for that is I was actually preparing for this Security Plus examination and training. The training is actually paid by my company, including the certification itself and the materials or the CompTIA official materials. And I hope this video helps you a lot to pass somehow, and I will be giving some review and tips, not the actual answers for the exam, just a disclaimer so that CompTIA don't actually sue me. And let's just jump into it. So first and foremost, what is Security Plus? This is actually a beginner, or rather a foundational cybersecurity certification. But I'm telling you right now, the examination is not for beginner level. You have to learn a basic networking, IoT, and most and foremost security. And why is it different actually? Because it has DoD 8140 and 8570 requirements, which is actually what the HRs or human resources are looking for. And I actually took the Security Plus newer version, which is 601, but the materials that I use is somehow 501 and 601 version. And these are the 5 domains that you will tackle in the exam and trainings. And this is actually the jobs that you can apply for based on the CompTIA Security Plus website. And it actually started November 12, 2020. The 501 is not retiring anytime soon. It will retire on July 31 for the English, and other languages is for first quarter of 2022. So because this was actually paid by my company, uh, I will suggest to you that you buy a voucher certification for basic bundle if you can, because it actually have a exam voucher and retake bundle and the ebook self-paced study guide. Well, if you can't afford the basic bundle, you can go ahead and use the or buy the voucher, which is just cost 207. It varies from country. I'm actually from the Philippines, so I have a lower or discounted voucher or basic bundles. So for the materials that I use, the first one that I review is actually professormesser.com Security Plus version 501, because at that time the 601 is not yet complete, as you can see here. Um, actually, it is still in the domain 2. It's not yet complete either. So I suggest watch first the 501 because it is complementary with 601 version. The second material that I actually use is the CertMaster practice. It has a videos from IT Pro TV, but if you have this, skip this part. Um, it's actually just a brief overview of each chapter or or each base chapter. So I would just recommend you to go ahead and use this practice exam. You can see here, you can review the questions that you have. It has the question and answer, and some explanations that you can study. And for the assessment, it has one assessment for the certification, which is 83 questions. And for the resources, it has actually the ebook that you can download and some PowerPoints for the study notes for Security Plus exam. The second material that I use is actually this one, CertMaster Labs for Security Plus. It is actually fun and cool because it is a browser-based lab environment which you can choose from these topics, and it will guide you on the assisted lab and also from the applied lab. It will actually grade your performance here. Here is the example that the lab environment. You can choose from any resources right here from Windows, Kali Linux, and you can type in the root just by clicking here and the password, but somehow it's not working. But if you can see here, this is actually the lab environment. So it is actually fast. There's no log. You can switch from either resources or VMs. So I highly recommend this if you have a budget in your pocket. You can buy this one. I think it's costs $100, and it helps me a lot in understanding how I can actually create some auditing password, creating some SSL certificate, and so forth. So next material that I want to share with you is right here, Udemy. I didn't actually bought Security Plus from Jason Dion and the PBQs, but I highly recommend you to buy this both materials, which is the PBQs and the course and exam. Jason Dion, I'm not sponsoring or anything Jason Dion, but he has a great material. He explains very well, thoroughly those chapters, the topics that security Security Plus has. So I give it 10 out of 10 if I can actually buy this course. And next thing that I want to share with you is Cybex. Because I use Cybex in my CYSA Plus, it helps me a lot from Mike Chappell and David Seidel. I guess that's how this is pronounced, whatever. And if you have money, you can buy this Security Plus practice exam and the study guide. So don't just focus on a few materials that you can find. Focus on the materials that you can actually give you benefit on passing the Security Plus exam. So what are the tips that I can give you during your review period? So first things first, after you buy your voucher, set your schedule right ahead. The schedule of your exam depends on when you are available. If you are nighttime or night person or morning person, set your schedule right ahead. Because if you schedule right ahead, you know that you will take the exam. You know what are your timeline or what is your timeline. So you can set aside those you have already understand and what topics that you don't understand. So next is gather your materials. Don't be like me who just focus on the materials that the company provided me. The Cert Master Labs and the Cert Master Practice. Although it helped me a lot, but for me, it's not enough. If you can buy Jason Dion's complete course or the PBQs and the Cybex books, I recommend you to do so. And please thoroughly understand the concepts because this exam is not memorization. I'm telling you right now, it's more focused on the scenarios that will be provided to you, and you have to analyze those questions and answers. It is based on the exam details right here. It is a performance base. It's not a memorization. If you want to memorize, just memorize a little bit, just like the keywords. If it is a credit card, it's PCI DSS, right? Well, the next tip that I can give you is sleep well. Manage your time. eat vegetables, healthy foods, drink water, and exercise. This will keep you at ease and peace of mind when you are reviewing. So, what are the exam tips that I can give you? So, based on my experience with Security Plus and CYSA Plus, the first three questions that they will give you is actually simulations. I'm telling you, skip those questions. In the Security Plus examination that I took, I I I analyzed the questions. I did not skip it. It took me 15 minutes for the first question, 10 minutes for the question, and I realized that I should have not done that. I should have skipped and do the PBQs first and go back to simulation. And then after you finish the simulations, some people don't like going back to their performance-based questions because they will think twice about their answer. For me, if you know that it is a correct answer, skip those. If you have doubts that it is not the correct answer, flag that for review. And so I know you can do well on the exam. I guarantee it. With that being said, here is my score for the CompTIA Security Plus. I got 753 out of 900. I know pass is pass, but I actually beat myself up because of what I did on the exam. So I hope to gain some knowledge and tips, and I know you can do well in your review and your exam. So if you like this video, click on the like button, and I hope to see you soon on my next video on how I pass my CYSA exam. Thank you.